everybody, and welcome back to Memoirs and Some, the podcast. It's your girl, Myia Dominique, and I have my boo on here, Monae. Don't play with her. I'm going to let her introduce herself so we can get into the day. Let's get into the topic.
Yes, so my name is Monae. I'm from Chicago originally. I moved to Houston a year ago. I started bodybuilding there, and I have my own boutique. And I've been doing beauty for, I lost count.
Years to come since we was kids.
Yeah, literally since we was kids. But yeah, so I'm 25. Just made 25 in October. Entrepreneur. Yeah, single, no kids, yeah, all that.
all that, and is.
Yeah.
So let's get into the topic because again, y'all. So she was another one of these people who texted me and was like, "Friend, let's do this topic," and it fit. Like, I don't know what's been going on with the topics dropping and the people, because they hidden. Definitely. The grind don't stop because you move. It don't stop because you move. She's originally from Chicago. She picked up one day and she was gone. And I texted her like, "Yeah, boo." And she was like, "Oh, I don't live here anymore." I was like, "Damn, okay." What sparked this? Because it was random. I didn't see, she not a noisy person either, like social media wise. She posts other stuff, but she not one of the people that's real catty and love to tell their business and shit all on Facebook. So I wouldn't have knew that was coming. Like, had I not texted her. You get what I'm saying?
So, it was definitely random. But the main reason why I moved, because I felt like I needed a new start.
Okay.
Like, I remember telling my grandma, like, I'm about to move. Because first off, I went through a real bad, like, relationship.
Okay.
And I'm a Libra, so I don't know if you're familiar with Libras, but like, I'm real dramatic. So like one thing go wrong in my life, I'm just like, okay, this is too much. So anyway, when I was in this relationship, this 2-year relationship, it had ended real bad. So I'm like, you know what? I need to get away. So I ended up telling my grandma, like, I'm gonna move to Texas. So my whole family like, move to Texas, cause you know my family, we all like
everybody close.
We real close. So
and she a grandma
like,
baby like me. I know how they go.
I love me and my grandma like this. So I tell she like. She calling around like, this girl talking about moving to Texas. Like, what is she doing? She talking about moving to Texas. I'm like, yeah, I'm gone. So, anywho, I end up, like, driving 16 hours to Texas. I took my car. I packed my dog up. I moved. Because of my relationship ended, I had lost so much. Like, I had lost my car. I had lost my apartment. Like, I literally was, like, at rock bottom. Like, you have nothing left but your little money that you got saved up. But you got to spend money on moving, you got to spend money on your car repair. Like it was too much going on, and I just felt like I couldn't take it. So I'm like, okay, I'm moving away. I want to start over. So to answer your question, basically I moved to Texas because it was time for that. Like I need a clean slate.
That new start.
Yeah, I needed that new start. I need that new start.
Sure. It looked good on you.
Thank you.
It looks good on you when I say you look like you enjoy what you do.
Ooh.
I never put her as a bottle girl, but she the shit. I didn't see her.
I love bottle girl. Like, that's how I did my networking. Like,
Yep,
like,
I was just gonna say that's one of the best ways to network because you're gonna see everybody.
Everybody. You're gonna see everybody, and you're gonna meet people, and it's just gonna come natural to you because you gotta talk to people. You gotta meet people. And then when you're a bottle girl, like, you ain't gonna have your name. Because my name, okay, everybody knows me as Nisha. Like,
right.
Nisha. But I'm a bottle girl now, so I ain't Nisha no more. I go by my middle name, Monae. Like, everybody calls me Monae. So, I'm coming, hey, I'm Monae. What's up? Y'all niggas about us. Where y'all from? 9 times out of 10, when you interacting with people that you, working for, like, bottle girl for, they're not going to be from Texas. So, I meet people from all over, then especially the people that I work with. Like, one of my close friends from New York, one from Philly, one from Minnesota. Like, they all from different places. So, we was all new there. Besides the one from Minnesota, he had been there for years. But like my other 2 friends, they had just moved there too. So we was all new. So we needed each other.
Grass to each other.
Yeah,
that is so dope.
Yeah.
That is so dope. Now I don't hate to sound like I'm just racist and but they black.
Yeah, they black.
Of course. I like seeing black people.
Black.
I'm a big fan of like black on black, like yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that for you. That is so good. So y'all heard her say she got a boutique. My girl went to another state and opened her shit up.
And I got it on. Let me see.
Period. Give it to him. Give it to him. 360 one time.
I got a little thick too.
Yes! I'm here for it.
But yeah, this is my brand. It's Aspire Society.
Okay.
It's located like downtown Houston. So I know a lot of people go to Houston, then they go to the Galleria.
Galleria.
It's literally across the street. So it's right across the street from the Galleria.
Come on! Yeah. Come on! I hear money.
Yeah. It's right across the street from the Galleria Mall. I sell women clothes for now. But I do this year, I'm aiming for like spring. Like I'm transitioning to men clothing as well. So right now I just do strictly women clothes, and I actually just converted it to like active wear because I like the active wear look. You know, it fit nice. You know, you can throw it on every day.
You comfortable.
Yeah, you comfortable. It's kind of like something that you would pick up and you would wear every day. So I'm trying to go more towards the everyday look.
Your lounge stuff.
Yeah, like lounge wear. So I have active wear now, but like a couple more months I will have men clothing. But the address is 5353 West Alabama. So if you're in Houston, definitely check me out.
Period.
Yeah.
I love this. So, what made you go? Because, see, you was here and you was doing your thing. She was here. She was doing her thing. She kind of was slight. But when you, it's like you went to Houston and just like, every time I look up, she was dropping something else.
But that's because that's the beauty of moving somewhere else. Like, you have, like, we were just talking about family. If my car breaks down, I'm calling my grandma. If something happens, I'm calling, my granddaddy. If this happens, I'm calling my mom, my dad, and my brothers. I had easy access to help.
To everything.
But when you in another city, you don't got that. Like, yeah, you got your friends, but, we from Chicago. You don't ask for somebody to help you.
It's just not what you want to do. You're not really trying to do that, yeah.
So when I was in another city or another state, I'm like, okay, I gotta stay focused. So when I was working, I was putting my money up because quiet as it kept, I didn't have nowhere to stay when I went down there. Like, I was in an Airbnb, hotel, like, of course I ain't show this, but my first couple months down there, I'm like, okay, all I got is a job. Because I made sure I had a job lined up before I even went down there. So, I'm like, like, I had to fend for myself. So, every time you see me, I was doing something, that's because I was working hard. Like, somebody don't want to work tonight, I'll pick up the shift. Nobody will, I work. You need to stay doubles, I work, like, because I had to. Because at the end of the day, if I fell out, if I didn't have no money, if I didn't do this, who was I going to have? I had myself, yeah. So that's why, like, 4-5 months later, I'm like, okay, I got to look, I saved up my money. Because the thing about bottle girl, you're going to make money every day. Like, you're going to make money every day. And you're nice enough, you're going to get tipped real good. So I'm like, okay, I sold my clothes in Chicago. But I want to open up a location. Like, I want to, take it to the next level. I want some more responsibility. So, after I got settled in my house or whatever, furnished my house and all that, I opened up a boutique. And my friends that I met when I first came down there, they was right there supporting me.
Yes. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, do you miss home?
I'm going to say I miss family, but I don't necessarily miss Chicago.
I heard that.
I don't miss Chicago.
I'm trying to hold out, but I don't know.
I don't know, because even like I'm back home now, I've been home for a week, maybe 2, but it's just like, it's really the same thing going on. Like, it's nothing really that make you want to go hard. You just feel so like, this is all it is.
This is home. That's what it is.
It's what it is. And I don't even think it's a Chicago thing. I think it's just like a hometown thing. Because like I told you, I got friends from other states, and they say the same thing. Like, they've been doing so much better now that they're in another city. So I just feel like moving to another city, seeing that it's more out there, seeing that it's nicer people, is because just say if I met you in Houston, we might do business together like this. Because I ain't worried about who you used to mess with, who you friends
with. They not. And she ain't lying about that vibe. That vibe is definitely down there in Houston. I done been twice, and I love it. My first time down there, I was ready to move. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I want to move here. Just how it's so calm, even though that nightlife ain't no joke. That nightlife is not no joke. But overall, like, even you see the difference in parenting down there. They're very involved with their children. The kids is in everything. If it's a basketball thing, you see a bunch of their dads doing the same thing with the basketball. If it's majorette, you see all the moms there or the daddies there taking in the majorette. I was there during like the week time too. So I was seeing how people operated and just moved around. I was just like, wow, I like this.
Yeah, I love it. It's like
so
the Southern
homey
hospitality, I guess.
Oh, yes.
Like I met a friend, you know, she from Baton Rouge.
Okay.
She took me to my first, you know, what do they call it? The Black College football game. Yeah. She took me to my first HBCU game. So it's just like every time I meet somebody, like I said, 9 times out of 10, so many people migrate to Houston. It's like when you meet somebody, they're not going to be from Houston. So we just clicking up. We doing this, we doing that. I'm getting this different experiences that I necessarily wouldn't get if I was at home. You in Chicago, it's like everybody clicked up. So, you know, you might be cool and I might want to hang with you and I might want to visit with you, but you mess with her and you cool with her. So we can't, you know, it's like.
It make it so weird.
Yeah, it make it so weird. So now that you in a new environment, it's none of that because I don't care.
You don't know them to even feel any type of obligation of that type of energy. Like you, because you don't know them. It's like, hey girl, I'm here new, you're here new, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, it's not a, whereas here it's like, oh, she got a business, oh, she talk to him. Who she talk to her?
Oh, she's trying to sell lashes. I've been selling lashes for 3 years.
Oh, girl, that's it right there. Now that's the one. Her hair ain't even shit.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Why you just can't scroll past like the pose? Why I gotta be all that? Like even if you feel like that, there's somebody who like her hair.
It just ain't your style. Like, you know, it might not be your style, what you would do, but it's what she do. Like that's another thing about moving to Houston. Everybody is themselves. Like. I might dress like this, you dress like this, but we all outside, we having a good time. We ain't worried about that. That's your style, that's what you do, this is what I do. Like, we ain't, you know, and that's what I feel like the difference between like down there in Chicago. Like, nobody really paying attention to that. Like, you know, you can just be yourself. You are who you are.
And it's okay, like, being accepted for where you at. That's one of the biggest things, I guess. That was one of the episodes before, you know, accepting people for who they are. And it's funny you say that because you're right. When I'm sitting here thinking about it, nobody was really concerned about what this person had on or what this person was wearing. Like, everybody just wanted to come out to the club and party.
Exactly.
And what's that girl name off of Love and Hip Hop? Tina Baby, is that her name? The white girl?
I'm real bad with reality TV.
I'm real bad too.
Oh
I keep up a little bit,
right.
But whoever it was, so many people were so excited to go see her in the club. She was down there. So, and it wasn't no bullshit. Like, they parking lot pimped after they be in the club. It don't be no shooting. It don't be no fighting.
That's another thing. Like, my friends, when we leave out the club, they be laughing, joking, having a good time, you know, because everybody drunk. I'm so used to Chicago. When I leave out the club, I'm
baby,
like,
I'm on teeth.
Like, we got, yes, like that.
Yeah, I be on
point.
And the one time I was down there, cuz was like, cuz you gotta chill, you paranoid. Hell yeah, cuz shit, but we don't sit outside no clubs. I really leave before this motherfucker closes.
That's what I'm saying. Like the club closes at 2, about 1:15.
I'm hitting to the car.
Yeah, like yeah.
Cause don't nobody want to be in that crowd, and it's kind of fucked up that that's the environment that Chicago has really made for itself. You know, I love my city, I do, and I've always said she got big kahunas. I don't have the kahunas to just pick up and move. I don't. I really would like to.
But that's the thing, like, a lot of people say, like, how can you just get up and move? Like,
I get it. I mean, you don't have no kids either, so you can't even think. You can't think like that. For me, my scary ass think of everything under the sun. Because, and not that my kids would probably even care. Because kids will surprise you, honestly. Kids, at least my kids, I got some soldiers for some sons. I don't know how I got blessed with them. I don't even know how they so strong with some of the transitions they've endured. Just being so young, you know, and I always have said, like, I never wanted to have my kids in a bunch of transitions. So I always said I would wait, you know, to move until at least maybe one of them was in high school. So then it's like, well, one in high school, he established that, so when the other one go, it's like, okay, my brother that's cool. I'm scary though. I'm so scary. But I want to. I really do.
You should try. I don't know. But like you said, I don't have kids, so I really didn't have to think for nobody but myself.
But you
know,
right.
Well, besides my family, but I'm like, you know, I always come back and visit y'all. Y'all know I like to fly. I come back and see y'all all the time. But that's another thing too. I don't have no kids, so I kind of had that freedom. But it was my mindset at the time too. My mindset was like, I just want to start over. Like, it ain't nothing. It was a part of me being dramatic, but it was
that dramatic. Did you have regrets at first?
No.
That's so good.
I really did.
Those are the best decisions when you have no regrets about it.
And the thing is, at first, like, I had people in my ear, like, you know, you need to come back. Like, you ain't settled yet. You ain't got no crib down there yet. You don't know how much that job's gonna pay. Like, what you gonna do? And I'm just like, I don't even got no answer. Like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, I know me and I know what I'm capable of. I know I'm gonna bounce back. So that's another thing. When you do it, you can't be thinking like, is this gonna work? You gotta know like it's gonna work.
It's gonna work. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, it's not even like it ain't even know if it don't. It's just like it's gonna work, and it worked for me because that was my mindset the whole time. Like,
yeah.
I rebuilt my life literally like this. Like, before I knew it, I was making money. I had my own crib. My crib was fully furnished. When I was in Chicago and I got my first apartment, it was empty for so long. For so long. Like, you know, when I was young and I first moved out, it was empty for so long. But when I went out there, like, as soon as I got my crib, I was working. It was furnished. You know, I got a job making money. I got my business out the location. Like, now, you know, the year ended and I look back through everything that I went through, you know, my mindset, everything through the year, and I wrote a book. So my book dropped on January 1st. I'm going to bring you a copy. I'm going to send you a copy.
Don't worry about it. I got you a copy too, boo.
Yeah, like...
I set aside all my friends' day copies. Mm-hmm. My stuff dropped on Mother's Day. I kind of had to change some stuff. Mm-hmm. But I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That book you'll be vending. Like, you know, I need to... You never know who you'll help.
You don't know. Because when I tell you, when I was writing, the hardest chapter was my brother's chapter. That took me like 3 months dealing with that, you know, because you have so many emotions, you got so much you want to say, and then you be feeling like, man, there's too much. I stopped a lot of times, just stopped, like, I can't do this right now, I can't do this right now. And then I finally just was like, nah, you got to do it right now. Like, you got to push through it. Publish and keep calling. Like, you're not going to get this done if you don't do it. So I really admire that. I love to see our people growing. I love to see our people doing things. We young. We still very young. And when I say the young girls got it for the business. We ain't playing with y'all.
Okay, young black woman is not playing.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. I'm telling you, we not playing. When I tell you I wake up and I think about my business, I wake up and be like, I can't wait to go to my organization. I can't wait to just, you know, you just have to continue to, like you just said, know that it's going to work. Even if it don't, like, yes, you're going to go down some roads. I know you went down some roads like, damn, roadblock. Mm-hmm. You know, like you feel like you hit a brick wall. But they don't do nothing but make you turn around and be like, okay, I got to go back up and figure this out again. Let me try this route. It's like we can get that fork in the road.
Yeah.
You don't know which way really go.
Yeah.
You don't. So you take the chance.
Take the chance. And that's what I feel like my whole 2022 is about, taking a chance. Like, even the place that I work for, it's called Gotti's. Y'all gotta check it out. Like, it's black owned. Black owned. It's owned by 2 black men. It's called Gotti's. It's a cage restaurant. The food is phenomenal. It's real good food. Like, you gotta check it out. They always have a DJ there. Like, you know, the owner not really strict. You can get up, you can dance, you can kick it. You know, they got hookah, they got drinks. Like, that's the place I work at. And that's another thing about bottle girl. And I gotta say this. This is just my experience. It could be different for different bottle girls. But my experience was that, because I tried a team when I first went down there. Like, I was working with a promo team.
Okay.
But I found myself working in this like restaurant / club environment, which is the place I'm talking about. And I made way more money in there than I did with bottle girl team. So a lot of people, like, when they think about bottle girl, they want to work in a club. But I actually found like bottle service and like a lounge, restaurant type vibe, to me, made way more sense and way more money. But yeah, I worked at that place. It's a back-owned place. Like I said, you gotta check it out. And yeah, I'm like real close with the owners too. Like, that's what I liked about the job. My friends that I was telling you about, like, we all formed that family there. And I talk about that in my book too, just about like God will place people and things in your life at the right time that help you, because they didn't know that I was going through a dark place. They didn't know that I was looking for a place to stay, trying to reestablish myself, trying to get over an ex-boyfriend. They didn't know that. They were just being nice, like, girl, come outside, you look cute. We turned up, we had a good time.
That's when you know it's genuine, because they didn't know what was going on.
They didn't know.
They didn't know what's going on. Hell, I didn't know that stuff until she just said it. I wouldn't have thought that, you know, because she always on her stuff. ever since I've known her. Even, when we were younger, of course, you were younger, you kids, but seeing her grow up when we got back in contact, she's like, cuz, you're doing so good. And I'm like, yes, bitch, you're doing so good. I'm like, what the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. And so it just turns into that genuine proudness of you. That's what we were just talking about. Like, you can't teach nobody to be genuine.
You can't.
To genuinely support you and genuinely love you. You can't teach nobody that. Mm-hmm. That comes from them. Mm-hmm. That comes from the person, and it comes from that person knowing and seeing your heart. Mm-hmm. That's so dope to have people come from all these different places and y'all just...
Yes, we like super close, and I'm like, now, I'm a little more open with them because we've been friends for a year, so I kind of share bits and pieces about, what I was going through our friendship. But, in the back of my head, I'm like, these are really my friends. Like, but of course my friend, like, I got a friend in New York we were close with. She the one, I got to mention her too. I have a friend in New York, and she was like, because she moved from Chicago. She's been in New York for 5 years.
Okay.
So, when I was telling her I wanted to move, she like, do it. Like, do it. She was like, bro, leave. Like, I'm like, should I really? She like, bro, I've been in New York for 5 years. Leave. You ain't missing nothing. Like, go. So, she helped me to, like, make that transition. But, yeah, my friends that actually in Houston, like I said, they helped me out of that dark place. Like, they were just genuine. So, I'm, like, forever embedded in them. They were just, like...
For real. I love that. It's so good to have genuine people who love you for you, enjoy you. You can be you unapologetically and not have to feel like, they gonna look at me a certain way, because we all gotta be honest. We all think about that. We look at that. That's the human side. You look at people and people either prejudge or you get to a mature place and you just see people for who they are. But shit, it ain't always easy.
It ain't. Cause just imagine losing everything. Cause I feel like another thing about just us being humans anyway, when we go through something, we feel more embarrassed than we actually are. Like, we feel like people really care about our business.
And they don't. They don't be giving a fuck. They only care when it's time to talk about you. After they talk about you, they don't care either.
Because they talk about somebody else. So, I feel like when I went through that breakup and I had a, public relationship or whatever you want to call it. But when I went through that breakup, I felt more embarrassed than I actually was.
You had a public relationship?
Girl, my relationship was all over the internet. Like, we was posting pictures, probably not in the last year. But like when I first got with him, yes, we was posting pictures. We was out of town.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Girl, let's not even get too much into
No, we're not gonna do that. I think now that you say it like that, it makes sense.
Right.
I think I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Even still, you weren't messy about it. You weren't messy.
Not messy as I should. Not gonna say should have, could have been. But yeah, it was like. I'm like, imagine, like, I was just thinking, like, how am I going to start over here? Because one thing about in your hometown, I'm not just going to say Chicago, because, like I said, I do love Chicago, but just imagine trying to start over in your hometown. Now, everybody knows you. Such and such ex. You remember when that happened with, like, I'm like, I don't want that on me. Like, I don't want nobody to just know me for that. Like, I'm going to move. Because when I go to another city, I can say anything. Like, not to say like that, but, like, my name ain't Nisha no more. Like, my name Monae. Like,
period.
Like
and address me as such, and I respect that 1,000%. I do, because she is right. A lot of people say that you could just go somewhere else and you could be who you want to be, and what you I guess put out there, so to speak, is what people gonna accept or flow with, should I say.
And that's why we have to stop being in our head so much about stuff, because at the end of the day, you create your own future, you create your own destiny, your own identity. Like, what other people say don't even matter. When I'm in Houston, I'm not caring about what nobody's saying about me in Chicago. I'm not caring who's talking about it, who knows, because if you ask somebody in Chicago about me, they probably gonna bring up something,
that I don't really want to be associated with.
That I don't want to be associated with. You ask somebody in Houston, I created a whole other identity. I'm a whole different person, like.
And that's what you want for yourself, that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, boo, so is there anybody special? Because she said she thinking she's single. Y'all
I'm not sad.
That mean no. I'm gonna sip my...
No, okay. I don't want to do that. I'm going to say, like, okay, because I don't know how to answer this. Okay. I'm not with nobody.
Okay.
But I did have a special somebody that, really helped me, like, with my business, with my mindset. Like, we read books together. He was just like a real grown man. But, I mean, we not together. Right. Not saying we... I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship.
Now I'm nosy.
I'm not ready.
When you got a form, let me tell y'all something. My girl just had to form how she really wanted to say what she wanted to say about my boy. Okay? So when you gotta do that, you feel some type of way.
No, it's all love. Like, it's all love.
Not bad feel some type of way. That's a good feel some type of way. You can't stop smiling, nigga.
No, I'm saying we not together, but we're real good friends. Like, we still with each other the best. But I'm not gonna say it's him. I can honestly admit that it's me. I'm not ready. I don't want to be in a relationship. I feel like I'm young. I'm 25. My whole life I've been with somebody. Like, I've always been in a relationship. Yes. Like, I always like, why are you 25 and you've been in a relationship for over 4 years with somebody? Like, that's just too... Not saying there's no age on love, but I want to be single. I want to date. Yeah, I want to date. Like, I want to see, like, I need to still learn myself. Like, even through 2022 when I was opening a business, when I did, because I want to see myself out of it. I want to see it.
Okay.
But, life take its own courses, and I won't.
It does, and it take you to some place. Sometimes you can't even control it.
Right.
Like, I feel you. I'm going through a phase with that right now. Like, sometimes your feelings, you can't control how you feel or who come in your life or how they come in your life or the opportunities that's presented. You can't control it. Sometimes it just happen. And it happened for the best. Sometimes it does just happen for the best and make you like be in this whole different place. So you want to date. So y'all heard that she want to date.
I'm dating.
That's good.
Like, I want to make sure I'm fully who I am, and that way I have my non-negotiables. We were just talking about non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables.
I want to have my non-negotiables. Like, I know for sure I don't want a man to do this.
Boundaries.
Yeah, like.
Let me tell you something. You ain't lying, baby. Boundaries. That's a whole nother situation. We ain't gonna get into it like that. But I hear you, and I say it's so refreshing. A lot of times you don't know people be going through the same shit you be going through. Mm-hmm. And it be so refreshing to hear, like, damn, so it ain't me. I ain't tripping. Like, other people deal with this shit too.
Yeah.
Just to hear you talk and say, like, I've been with a person all my life. I feel you on that. I even feel you on wanting to. It's hard trying to figure out what you want your boundaries to be, because when you love a person, that shit will blind you a little bit.
You want to get to accept all type of stuff. Like, yeah.
Ooh, child.
I don't want to go through that. And
drink to that.
I feel like, as a woman, you need to, like, be able to stand on your own. Like, and like I said, the person I mentioned, he helped me tremendously. Tremendously, as a man should. Like, really.
Girl, to hear you say y'all was reading.
We'll be on the phone, like, okay, I'm about to read chapter 4, 5, 6. Like, for real, like.
I love it.
Yeah, but I just feel like at the end of the day, I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship. When you in a relationship, you gotta compromise. Like, it's a lot of compromising. A lot of compromising. And we can say, we have our non-negotiables. Of course we should, but it's still something.
Yeah,
it's something. It's give and take, and I don't know if I'm ready to give and take, because I feel like all my life I've been giving.
Do you feel like you're willing to teach? That's a question that I'm asking you, because hell, I'm asking myself the same damn question sometimes. Like, seriously,
teach a man like what to do, and
not necessarily what to do. So I'm gonna give you a hypothetical. You meet a guy, you really like him. You really messing with them, you dealing with them. And being an entrepreneur, this is a good question for you. And I'm going to answer it too in my head. I ain't answering it. You answering it. But you're an entrepreneur. You don't have no kids. There are a lot of boundaries you could really set, and the motherfucker really can't argue with you because you are on your shit. When you on your shit, that sometimes can be an intimidation to a man. So you meet a guy, you like him, you feeling him. He giving what you want, for the most part. But let's say he don't know how to communicate. Or let's say he bad with time. When you set them boundaries, you can like a person so much dangerously that one red flag of how you just be like, well, but that red flag can lead to so many other crazy things. And I'm gonna use communication for example. You talking to somebody and your communication. For you a businesswoman. Communication is like second nature to you. You gotta talk to people. You gotta be able to enunciate. You gotta be able to communicate what you're saying. Even to your employees. I don't even know if you have employees, but hell, if you got employees, you gotta be able to communicate.
Right.
And then you are an employee somewhere, you still gotta be able to communicate. So dealing with somebody who don't know how to do that, how you feel?
You know, it's so crazy you said that. It's so crazy you said that because the guy who I was talking about, the special person that's living in my life, he an entrepreneur, like full-time entrepreneur.
Okay.
So his communication
I can see that for you though.
His communication is excellent. It's me. It's mine. Like, I don't have good communication. Like, if you make me mad, that's something that I'm working on. Like, if you make me mad because of what I'm used to, too, that's why I say I'm not trying to go into another relationship still bringing stuff that I did in my old relationship. That's why I'm not with nobody now.
Oh, I love
it. Because it's just like...
She's so mature. I love it.
I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to...
But that's that next relationship that you coming with. I'm gonna come with it.
Definitely. I'm gonna be a grown woman, but I'm gonna take my time. It's gonna be on my time. It's not gonna be on man's time.
It's gonna be so comfortable though.
Yeah, it's gonna be on my time. So it's like
you gonna know when you want something different. Trust me. You do.
So like with him,
through a thing. Like,
he will communicate. He will communicate. He will be big on the like. You know how to communicate. You know how to communicate. But it's like. When you make me mad, but I can communicate with my friends, my family, everybody. But when it comes to that relationship, that's where the communication clash is. Because it's like I feel like you should already know. That could be.
That's the answer to that question.
I feel like you should already know. Like, why do I have to tell you when you should already know?
Give me an example of what you feel like you should already know. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
You should already know how to court me. Like, you should already know how to courting me is weird because I grew up, and this could be a gift and a curse. But to me, it's a gift. I grew up like spoiled. So, like, and I'm not even just talking about material things, but I just
my time, attention, my grandparents was in my face 25/8. My mom and daddy was 25/8. I talk to my mama 50 times a day.
I wouldn't be surprised if they call right now, like, where you at? Like, you know, like.
My mama just called. She on her way over here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, I feel like you should already know. I don't want to tell you when I need to go on dates, when you need to come see me, when you need to take me out, when you need to buy me flowers. Like, it just needs to be happening so randomly that.
So, I'm going to give you this. I feel you on that 1,000%. But, cousin,
I'm listening.
I am going to give you a little, because I just got calmed down the other day. I just got told about myself the other day when it comes to that. Seriously. You gotta give a person a chance to learn you. Each relationship is different. A man can know how to be a man. You don't. Let me back up. You're not gonna have to teach a grown man how to be a grown man, but you will have to teach that man how to love you. Nobody is perfect, but people can be perfect for each other. You can.
I can respect that.
You can be perfect for each other. Now, am I saying that absolutely, you are absolutely right. You're supposed to come with it. There are certain things when you're approaching, and I feel like this about men and women. When you're approaching a person, you know who in your league. You know who in your league.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Oh, league.
You know who in your league. Right. You know who in your running space. So don't come at me with no $25 shit and I'm a $2,500 bitch. I'm just being honest.
No, for real though.
You see me with a $25,000 bag or $2,500 bag on. Don't come to me talking about can we go to Applebee's. Hell no, we can't go to Applebee's. I feel you.
Right.
But if he trying, it's different. When he trying, it's different. I'm keeping it 100. I'm telling you, I got checked the other day. Like, really? Bitch, I'm trying.
Right. I feel it.
So I have to be like, you right.
I mean, I don't know. See, and that's the thing too, like, and that's why I'm not in a relationship because I can respect that. Like, you may be trying and you might not be used to courting a woman or doing this for a woman, doing that for a woman. And I have to learn how to reciprocate the energy too. Like, I want to show you that I'm appreciative of you.
But some men, if it's not required, you only do what you know. So if you've been with a ghetto bird all your life, you're not used to taking her to Ruth's Chris or Steak 48 or a winery. And I ain't gonna say not used to it, but if you never experienced it or had someone to experience it with, you don't know. If they've been a hoodbook and all they fucking go to is Ted's place.
I get that. You get what I'm saying? That's another thing about, like you said, you know who in your race. So you looking at a woman, you pursuing this woman. You need to be ready. Like when you finna take an exam, don't you study for it? Don't you prepare for it?
You gotta be prepared for
that woman.
Right.
You need to study. You need to be prepared for that woman. And then when she looking at you for this thing, you're not looking at her crazy or because me, I'm not gonna say. You ain't got me no flowers this week, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna like distance myself just like
because I feel like it should be done.
Yeah,
have y'all talked about it?
Yeah, we have, but this not just about him though. Like I
don't not y'all. Okay, well take him out of it.
Right.
When you were dating, because you are dating, so we're gonna take that out. You absolutely right. When you're dating, do you say that? Because you're a business owner, I really don't want to say you're an employee because I really don't see you as an employee. Like model girl is fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of different. But you do have, an obligation to a job.
Right.
But you got your own shit. Like I'm so proud of you just to hear you be like, I ain't tolerating that.
Yeah.
It's giving.
But it kind of like, I mean, as a woman, you don't want to walk around saying, like, I don't want to become that woman that walk around like, I don't need no man. Because I do need a man. Like, I need a man that's going to put this shit up in my house. He going to take this trash out. He going to rub my, I don't want to be that woman. I don't need a man. But I kind of found myself doing it a lot. Like, I've been doing this for too long. Like, I
got this shit.
Yeah, but I don't want to be that woman at the same time. Like, that's not a good look. Like, you don't want to walk around like, I don't need no man. Like, what you need then? Yeah. I need a man, baby. I need a man, but I do want to take my time. So, do I communicate that? No. But I feel like off my conversation alone, because I can have a good conversation with a man. I can hold a conversation with a man. I read books. I'm very informative about what's going on. Like, I can hold a conversation with a man and tell it one like that. So, based on my conversation, you should already know, okay, she ain't average. I'm going to do this for her. I'm going to do, like, not do something for me, but I'm going to show her that I want her. Yeah, because as a woman, if a man really treat you good and do it right back, you're gonna be like, dang, how can I show him that I appreciate him? Like, I want to show him. You know,
you do.
Nurturers. Like, how can I show this man I appreciate him? So if you feel like I'm not showing that I appreciate him, then you're not doing.
When you love properly, and when I say properly, meaning emotionally, physically, mentally, a man will stimulate your mind before they stimulate anything else. If you can keep my mind, you a dangerous motherfucker. Because once you get a person's mind to be for you, it's hard to turn that shit off. That's why people be dick dumb and crazy.
Okay.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah. For real.
And dick dumb and crazy don't always mean a bad thing when I say dick dumb and crazy. But you ever met that one person or you ever seen a woman? I watched a video yesterday. I showed a video yesterday of the woman of a boxer. And I say she loved shit out of her husband. Baby, she was up there telling they ass, oh, you better get knocked the fuck out.
And that's what, but don't you come like that for your man? Like, that's how I'm
That's it. I want to come like that. That's it. Like, hell yeah. Like, you know, so when you desire that, it is possible. I love this for her. I had to get into a relationship thing with her because she have been single and she be chilling. She really do be chilling, but she's a sweetheart. So to hear, you know, she reading and to be invested into her mindset is so grown now. It's just, and not that it wasn't before, but that move, I'm telling, she looked different. I'm telling y'all.
Wait out of game.
She looked different. And not even a weight gain. She just looked grown. She looks like she, you know when you see somebody and they be real baby fat, and then you see them again, you're like, damn girl, you grown.
Yeah. Thank you.
It looks good. So to see that and to see how you have progressed and to hear, you know, the relocation. If you had to give somebody, just say random, 3 things to remember or 3 takeaways from this experience of moving and relocating, what would your 3 be?
The number one thing I would say is get a mentor. Like,
now that's new.
You need a mentor.
A lot of bloggers and influencers saying that. I want to know why.
You need a mentor because you need somebody that's going to keep you on track. Like I said, you need somebody that's going to recommend them books. Because like you said, when somebody get a hold of your mind, they got you. So we so consumed in social media, what he doing, what she doing, why I ain't got this, why I ain't got that. You need a mentor because that mentor going to tell you, that don't even matter. You need to get you together. Like, I need you to watch this podcast. I need you to read this book. I need you to do this. I need you to have a routine. Like, they're going to keep you on track. So I had a mentor. So you need a mentor that's going to hold your hand down through the way. Like, even if it's not nobody can reach.
You kind of leaving everything to be on your
You leaving everything. So you kind of like a baby again. You got to relearn everything. And you got to unlearn a lot of stuff too. Like, not only was I relearning stuff, I had to unlearn a lot of stuff too. Like, okay, you can't do this no more, baby. You do this going to cause you a severe consequence, you know? So that's why you need a mentor. Like, a mentor is so important. Even if it's somebody that you can't call. If you just get on YouTube and just look at TED Talks and different podcasts and unfollow and refollow people on Instagram, because a lot of people that we follow are just giving us the wrong message. So yeah, a mentor you need it. Like, a mentor helped me a lot. Like,
mentor. Number one. Number two.
I'm gonna say what else did I have? You gonna need friends. Friendships is important.
That support.
That support system. That's what I say. That support system, because I feel like we always say, like, no, it's common to say I don't got no friends, I don't trust people, I don't do this, I don't do that, but at the end of the day, you need to utilize everybody that comes to your life. Like, you need to not burn bridges. That'll be number two. Don't burn bridges. Because you never know who you may need. Like, look, we been cool since we was kids. And, you know, we never had no fallout, nothing like that. But, like, you know, now it's years later, and, you know, we probably weren't close all the years, but we still had that connection where, okay, I have opportunity, let me speak on the podcast. Let me reach out, let's talk. Let's talk about this. Let's
brand, let's grow, let's network. It's all, you are absolutely, that is the big one.
Yeah, because, like, just say, for instance, we fell out over something petty, and then we never talked again. Now you have a podcast, you have a platform where I can promote my business, I can talk. I can share my experience with other people. I wouldn't have been able to do that because now me and you, we don't talk no more.
Beefing over something stupid.
Nothing. So I say number two would definitely be don't burn bridges. Like, that's something I learned in life.
And recognize those relationships too. Even with that burning bridges, I know you could probably attest to this more than anything. Recognizing what relationships not for you. When you move, like, that's a big step. Transitioning to another state, and she like kept grinding. Like, she didn't stop her business. She expanded tremendously. So when you do stuff like that, you gotta know that everybody is really not rooting for you. And you gotta know who's not rooting for you. It's hard to accept that, and it's even harder to start that journey sometimes without those people, because you be wanting them deep down in your heart, like, I wanted them to be there. I wanted them to be a part of this. So
yeah, because I lost friendships behind the move too.
Real?
I lost friendships behind it. I lost a real, like, a sisterhood behind it. Like, a real sisterhood. And I wouldn't say it's nothing that can't be mended, because I'm at a point in my life where I can forgive. Like, I don't have nothing to be mad about. Even my old relationship. Like, I don't have nothing to be mad about. Like, I'm in such a good space right now.
That's so
like,
good.
I don't hold on to nothing. But yeah, I lost sisterhood behind it. Like, you know, it could have been just lack of communication, because us females, we can't communicate. Like, ooh.
No, and sometimes we be so emotional, we feel like a motherfucker's supposed to know that that's what it was, or it do. Because females can be confusing. Man, reality check is setting in.
Because I have a friend that we like 10 year plus, and we ain't talked in a year. Yeah, so I'm in Chicago. I probably need to amend that, because that's been hovering over my heart, but yeah, like, you know, I ain't gonna say I was wrong, she was wrong. At this point, it ain't even that.
It ain't about who was wrong. Yeah. How can we move forward so we don't do this no more?
But that come back to burning bridges too. Like, you know, I don't want to lose. You know, it was just miscommunication. Friendships is important to me. Like, when I moved to Houston, I value friendships.
I value my friendships.
Yes.
I value my friendships. I value people who I fuck with. When I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And I get real stubborn, selfish, and protective of my friends. I be feeling some type of way. You put something up, I'm gonna be like, bitch, what happened? You cool? You know, because I don't like that, and we ain't gotta talk every day. All my friends that I don't have a bunch of friends, but I have friends in different categories. Like, she gonna forever be family, but she my business homie too.
Yeah.
Any motherfucker that know anything that go down, we calling each other.
Yeah.
Calling, texting, anything. Hey, you know anything about this? Hey, you know something about this? Hey,
call you when I get out, call you when I'm free, yeah. We definitely
it's always been like that. Ain't never no love lost. And then I have friends from nursing school where I may talk to them once every like 3 months. But when we talk, we probably be on the phone for 2 hours, or we be out for drinks for a couple of hours. But then I don't feel no type of way that I don't talk to you for 2 months because I know you okay.
Yeah.
You know, we do a check-in. But people sometimes get really, really sensitive and feel a little entitled when you have friendships and you growing and you making different progress and steps, I guess, towards bettering yourself. People don't always see that bettering part.
Yeah.
So having them valid relationships, or not valid, so to speak, but yeah, valid relationships that you know without a shadow of a doubt, like, this person support me regardless. They support me regardless.
Yeah.
But
that comes with maturing too. Like, I don't gotta talk to you every day. Like, we can't possibly talk every day.
Not that you got, but I got a lot of shit going on. My friends know. It's so many. How many messages I got unread?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't talk to you every day. Like, I just can't. Like,
450 unread messages. Who?
Exactly.
Feel some type of way if you want to. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like I can't. We too grown. I can't.
I have too much going on.
I've been had a good week. Saturday come, everything downhill. Like, I'm like, damn. You know, like, I just can't. I cannot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what's number 3?
So number 1 was get them into. Number 2 was third burn bridges, and number 3, I would just say, put yourself first.
Be selfish.
You gotta be. 2022 was another. It was my selfish shit. Like, after I, opened my business, I got to recruit my friends, and I did all that. Like, I had my serious moment. The rest of the year, all up until December, I partied. Like, I could say 2022, I partied so much and traveled. Like, for my birthday, me and my friends, we went to Mexico. When I came back, because I met a friend in Detroit. He moved back to Detroit. He, like, one of my real good friends. And he was like, come to Detroit, it's my birthday. So when I came back from Mexico, I went to Detroit with him for a day. We had a good time. I came back, I went to Chicago. When I came back from Chicago, I went back to Houston. Then a week later, I went with my other friend back to Mexico. Like, I was just living. I'm like, I'm having fun. I'm not sad. Like, so I feel like you do need to be selfish. Like, you just need to do you. Like, just take a year, 6 months, have a long,
whatever you need.
And just do you. Like, just live with no, like, I don't say no boundaries, but just live like free. Yeah, like no regrets. Like, just have a good time.
Do it. You wanna do it. You got the means to do it. Hell, you don't got the
do
means
it, bro. Like, that's
make the means to do it.
And that's shit. Like, people, I can't do this because I'm broke. Or I can't do this because like.
Oh no, that ain't never an option for me. I just feel like there's too many ways to make money for you to be. You gonna do what you wanna do. You do what you wanna do. You wanna leave, you'll leave. You want to get up, you want to leave that nigga, you'll leave that nigga. You want to leave that woman, you'll leave that woman.
I talked about it in my book, like, baby, I was at a point, like, because, like, I'm so used to having my own crib, my own car, my own money job, good job, all that. I worked at the post office, so they worked me to death, and I made my money, so I was so used to being on my, shit that when all that shit happened, I'm like, okay, I'm in a whole new city, I gotta do what I gotta do. So that goes back to what you said. If you want to do something, you're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
So live your life. Like, you can't sit in misery for so long. Like, a bad relationship, a bad friendship, lost your job, you did this, or whatever. Like, you still need to just live. Like, have a good time. Like, that's my alma mater. Like, I'm having a good time. Like, when I leave here, I'm getting up my friend that I ain't seen since I moved to Houston. We finna have some drink. We finna have a good time. Like, life is about enjoying it because it's short.
It is. It's short. It's very short.
Yeah.
Y'all hear it. Y'all heard it first. My girl came through and gave y'all the shit. Mm-hmm. Relocation stops nothing. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't knock it till you try it. Don't be scared. Take those chances and build those bonds and connections, network.
Oh, yeah.
And enjoy life. Enjoy life. Stop with the bullshit. It's just, and when I say bullshit, any type of bullshit. Like, tolerating bullshit, accepting bullshit, being the bullshitter, whatever, wherever you fit in with the bullshit, cut it. We in 2023 and I told y'all the young girls when we taking over.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna be
We starting on businesses, okay? We coming in being rich and wealthy this year.
Manifesting.
This
I can't
year.
wait to call my friends and be like,
Book the flights, okay?
Period. Book the flight. Premiere party. What?
Okay.
Like, it's so many
book signings, everything. Like, yes, we claiming it this year.
We coming through with that. Yes. Like, I love it. For real, she came through. She dropped some for real knowledge. I love it. Did you know that?
I really did, Grace.
I love it. Me too, my girl.
I feel it bubbling out. Yes. Drink.
Of course. I'm so grateful that you came on, that you was you, which I knew that was not going to be no problem.
Once we get to talking.
But it was just great. It's just so good to know, to just hear out of another person's mouth. Like, I was going through this too. She don't even know. A lot of the shit she was going through, I've been going through too. And you can't wear it. I wouldn't have knew that. I would not have known that had she not got on here. I mean, and she and I talk. But when a person is really breaking down like they process, you really don't know until they really break down their process. You only see kind of the after result. So to know this is the after result of a year of this is what I had to do, this is what I did when I was relocating. To know, hell, she just woke up and was like, fuck it, I want a new start.
Like, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
It stops nothing. This is a prime example. It stops nothing. I have yet to get anybody on my podcast that is business owners and started as business owners that was not young. We all started very young.
I love that.
I love it too.
I love that, yeah.
Black men, black women. I love that for us. I love that for us. I'm all for empowering us. I play a lot. Y'all know I play too fucking much. Too fucking much. But I love to see it. I love to motivate it. I love to push it. Because it's easy to complain and be like, them young ones, like, they do this and they do that. You know, a person will tell you real quick about a young person. They will complain about a young person with a quickness. And there's no offense or no shade to anybody older. But they will. It's easier to critique a younger person because it's different ways of living now than what it was then. So what was routine then, people don't necessarily respect.
Right. So
to see her say her grandma calling around like, what the fuck is she doing? She still decided, no, this is what I gotta do for me. This the result. We a book and a boutique in.
Okay.
So
and many more business to come.
Period. So at that point, it's no reason. Like, we don't have no excuses, y'all. We really don't. We just don't have no excuses. But we here every Tuesday, Memoirs and Son, the podcast at 7 p.m. And we out.